What is up, you guys? Namacon here, bringing you my perspective as to what entertainment is bringing us. And today we will be talking about Ferngully, The Last Rainforest, released in North American theaters on April 10th, 1992. It received favorable reviews when it came out, with people praising the animation, its sweet tone, and the message of the film. The film stars Tim Curry, Samantha Mathis, Christian Slater, Jonathan Ward, and Robin Williams. The film was directed by Bill Coyer, the only major film that he directed as of this point. The film is set in a rainforest where fairies reign supreme. For a long time, no other creature has stepped into their homeland. That was until a bat named Batty, yeah, not a very creative name, who escaped from the humans after he was experimented on by them. The fairies thought the humans were extinct, but nope, they are alive and well, as confirmed by Batty. And in fact, a couple of them are working on their machine designed to destroy trees. When the fairies find out about that, they were absolutely horrified, as they feel that the trees are the main reason why the forests are so bright and colorful and have been keeping the fairies happy for generations. I thought this movie was pretty good. Uh, although there are a lot of elements that it borrowed from a lot of Disney films, so I can kind of see why it was forgotten by a lot of people. So, Ferngully's main centerpiece is the forest. Ferngully is not just the name of the movie, but it's also the name of the forest. And the film has a very clear message on the environment. I don't think the characters were all that memorable per se. Like, the only characters that I'm probably going to remember are Krista and Batty, mainly because the latter was voiced by the late Robin Williams, where in Batty he was pretty passionate on the character, but he had some major setbacks during that time. And during the recording process of Ferngully, Disney was really preventing him from voicing Batty in Ferngully, and Robin Williams retaliated Disney, and he still insisted on working on the project. And so what Disney was doing was that it was sabotaging the release for Ferngully on purpose, just so they could get Robin Williams on his side. But no. So as we know, Ferngully did fine in theaters. I mean, it didn't make like over $100 million, but it probably brought back its budget, I would imagine. I do like that said. I do like the character designs. They look distinct from other 2D animated films that were releasing during that time. So that's one thing that I would give this film for. The music isn't great. Some of the songs are pretty good though. My favorite one is Toxic Love. One of the few times where Tim Curry sang, and man, that guy has a damn good singing voice. Like, goddamn. And he was also in horny mode. I don't know if he wrote the lyrics of this song, or the writers of this movie wrote the lyrics for him. Man, Tim Curry really sold that song. And so the best thing about the film is the animation. Ferngully looks absolutely gorgeous. Like, there are some scenes that really blew me away. Like, you can tell, like, this film is a passion project. And this film was produced by an independent studio. So, and the reason why it got some notoriety back in the day was because 20th Century Fox had the distribution rights at the time. And I do feel that another reason why I feel this film got overlooked is because during the 90s, Disney dominated that era. It dominated that era. There was no other animation studio that could compete with Disney at the time. And guess what Disney Renaissance movie came out during 1992? It was Aladdin. While Ferngully still holds up visually, I will give credit to Ferngully. It looks really good. Aladdin looks a lot better. Let's be real. Overall, Ferngully is a pretty good film. Although there is a lot of resemblance. It shares a lot of resemblance to a lot of Disney films, if I say so myself. The songs aren't good. They are very cheap. They are very cheesy, but not. I can handle cheesiness and corny, but this one there's too much cheesiness and it feels very 90s. Maybe if I grew up during the 90s era, I'd be a lot more kinder to it. But I was born in 98, so I can't really say I'm a 90s kid. So but like I said, Toxic Love that sounds a banger. And the characters, while I feel are undercooked. Although I do feel that the main star of this movie is the rainforest because of the clear environmental message it was spreading. So, yeah, Ferngully gets a B. It's a pretty solid. It's a solid film. I knew of Ferngully for a long time. I just never got the chance to see the movie until now. I think I actually bought this copy out of Barnes and Noble. Yeah, and and this wasn't distributed by the physical copy that I got wasn't distributed by 20th Century Fox. It was Shout Factory has the rights to it, has the home media rights to it now as 20th Century Fox. They're owned by Disney now. I don't know if they ever owned the film rights since it was produced by an independent company. But I know they had the distribution rights for it. But I don't know who owns the rights to Ferngully. It's a mess right now. But I think a big reason why some people remember Ferngully is because while it did fine in theaters, I think it got a bit more popular on home media. I mean, during the 90s, VHS was a big thing. It was literally a big thing. That's also another reason why a lot of Disney film. That's also a big reason why a lot of the Disney films that came in the 90s are still very popular, and also another big reason why a couple of other animated films that during that time, like some of Don Bluth's work, were also pretty big, like such as An American Tail, All Dogs Go to Heaven, The Land Before Time. Yeah, VHS has played a big role in that. I think it also helped Ferngully as well. So it's not to say it's not memorable. I do think it is a kind of a forgotten relic, in a sense. But if you are interested in it, I would suggest you give it a watch. It's on Peacock if you want to watch it on a streaming service. Last time I checked, If you want to watch it on streaming service, go watch it on Peacock. It's a pretty good time. But for those that have seen Ferngully, did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and if you want to, you can also follow my Instagram, backlog, and letterbox, also down in the description down below. This is Namakawn. I'll see you next time.